Good news, Fallout 76 has just been announced. Okay, the surprise teaser is littered with visual details, most of which are little homages to items and memories from earlier games in the series. But what do we actually know about the game? One thing we know for sure is Fallout 76 revolves around Vault 76. Fans of Fallout know that the vaults were built for Americans to survive an alternate history apocalypse, while also playing host to bizarre experiments. For example, Vault 42 was built to see what would happen if only dim light bulbs were made available. Vault 106 was pumped full of dangerous psychotropic chemicals, driving the inhabitants insane. But what about Vault 76? This vault was built near the Capital Wasteland and designed as a control vault set to open 20 years after the bombs dropped so that the inhabitants could rebuild and repopulate. At least that's what they're telling us. There are some key moments hidden in the trailer that might offer some more insight into the game. First thing to note is the date and time on this Pip-Boy. October 27th, 2102 at 6:39 a.m. That is early. Bright and early. Now we know that Vault 76 opened in 2076 on America's 10th centenary, as it's called in the game, as referenced in the prologue to Fallout 4. If you'll recall, the Great War was set on October 2077, 25 years before the time shown on this Pip-Boy. Assuming then that the trailer isn't just one long flashback, that would make Fallout 76 the earliest setting ever for a Fallout game. Notice as the camera pans from room to room, filled with all kinds of nods to previous Fallout games. And then it goes by the trophy case. If you zoom in and enhance, you can actually just make out the words on these trophies. One, there's an Excellence in Bravery award which reads, "In recognition of the canned mystery meat experiment, you volunteered to eat when no one else would. We are proud of you and glad you are not dead." Two, there's an Outstanding Achievement award which says, "In appreciation for your commitment and dedication to our isolation program, sacrificing many so some can live." And finally, a performance award for Vault Hall Monitor. Our guess is that these are trophies you can earn to customize your personal vault room based on the quests you've completed. We may be getting a glimpse at the player character here, but as with all Fallout games, the character's look and gender is probably fully customized by the player. As the camera moves into the main hall, we're offered a wider glimpse of the vault. And everything appears to be in pretty good shape. Small details like a mini soccer field are meant to show that this was a functional place where people earnestly tried to get on with their lives underground. On the Reclamation Day poster in the background, Vault Boy is seen celebrating against the backdrop of tall pine trees. That, along with the song choice, a cover of John Denver's Country Roads, suggests that this game might have a bit of a rural flair with a setting of West Virginia. Of course, we can speculate about the setting as much as we want, but nothing in this short teaser trailer really gives us a sense of how the game will actually play. We can probably expect to see the core tenets of any Fallout game: survival elements, quests, cannibalism probably, and even things like base building, which were introduced in Fallout 4. Right now, we've been able to confirm from a source that the game will be multiplayer, developed by team members from Bethesda's canceled game, Battlecry, alongside Bethesda Game Studios developers. Our guess is a kind of Fallout-y take on the survival gameplay as seen in games like Ark Survival Evolved and Don't Starve. We can expect to learn a lot more from Bethesda's E3 press conference scheduled for June 10th.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like the breeze. Country road.